means what tanked the frame rate was the fact there were too many people, I guess. Very weird. I've not really had any issues with this game otherwise.
I prayed someone would come soon. I found her in the dankest of streets. I thought her to be a pile of rags, but something compelled me to stop.
Thank God you did, sir.
We should fetch her master.
He won't care, I'm afraid.
Listen how the poor creature whines.
We need blankets, sir, to keep her warm.
Yes, of course. I shall find some.
Tell me what I can do, Lady Fey. How can I make you better? Du Lac. With Miss Eve.
Oh.
Refuses to see anyone. Oh, God, what are we to do? Fey? Blood. Blood everywhere. Go! Hold on!
This is where I'm timed. Or does it just take me there automatically? Please do. Of course it didn't. Son of a bitch. Right, so... Is Bloodaweth the next street over? I think, yeah it is. It's not too bad then. Would have just been quicker to take me there straight away, but whatever. Who the hell's that? Who cares?
I know you're in there. Let me in, please. I need help.
Come in.
Come in! How the hell is he gonna help? Healing poultice?
Not seen you for a while, Mary. I was beginning to worry. Care to blow a cloud with me? Eucalyptus and clove. Very soothing.
Not now. It's Lady Fey.
Oh, what's the matter?
Her and Mr. Du Lac have had a blow-up. He won't have nothing to do with her.
Oh, but they're bound together.
I know! I've never seen her this poorly.
Well, if Sir Lancelot refuses to see her, there's not a great deal I can do. Afraid I don't condone bewitching potions, Mary. No matter how dire the consequences.
I just want her to be well.
Now, this isn't permanent, but it'll work for a short while. Hopefully Lady Fey and Sir Lancelot will patch up their differences, and this will all be forgotten.
Thank you, Bloodaweth.
Oh. I like how it said we had to persuade him, but we didn't.
You're giving me a run for me money, little witch. Do give me regards to the warring couple. The elixir is no permanent fix, but it should help them patch things up. Perhaps it would have been wise to have added some dried strawberry. Too late now, eh?
Yeah.
Hop to it then, Mary.
My god. Oh, there we go. A bloody bewitching potion. I don't actually know how close to the end of the game we are. I figured we were close, but I really don't have a clue. Guess we'll find out. I do want to finish it this session, though. Yeah. I've enjoyed just kind of like sticking to it until I finish it. Can't do that with a lot of stuff I do, though. Mostly because the games are really long. Which would mean doing it for, like, weeks. Until they're finished. There we go. I have a potion. You pour it on her nose. Oh, nice.
Good heavens! She's being restored before our very eyes.
I have not known pain like that before. Thank you does not seem enough.
Bloodaweth said it won't last. At some point, you and Mr. Du Lac need to make up.
Then I should become accustomed to pain.
What has happened between you?
Oh, Mary, I do not know where to begin. What is falsehood or truth anymore? I'm not certain.
Is it something to do with this? The wild-eyed man, I think you were wearing it.
Oh, then it was not Merlin you saw, but Arthur.
Mr. Du Lac were fighting him. He didn't... Oh, God.
Du Lac was not the man he is today. That is who I created. Oh, so many terrible things have come to pass because of me. Maybe I do deserve to live like this.
I'm sure the world's a lot better off with this, Mr. Du Lac, than the old one. So you were selfish. You're not now. Would a selfish person be blaming themselves?
No.
You do not understand.
Oh, don't I? What's more selfish than leaving your child because your feelings are more important than hers? Or running away when there's a murderer out there killing women? Women like me? I didn't mean...
I'm sorry. Is this where you tell me it isn't too late? I can still earn my redemption?
Yes.
Nah, you're fucked. Me too.
Nice to know I'm not alone.
If we stop Merlin, it won't have been for glory or guilt or some bloody curse. It'll be because it's the right thing to do.
Fuck the curse.
That's the spirit. Fuck guilt.
The right thing to do.
The vicar must be very confused.
The right thing to do.
We're just talking to a dog. He didn't say anything, so I guess he didn't care. Especially when we're just popping up saying, fuck guilt, fuck the curse.
For you to have made that potion on your own is remarkable. Every day that passes, your power grows. Bear in mind, this is without any tuition. With proper guidance, Mary, you could become quite formidable. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now, we know your power works via touch.
Dreams as well?
True, but we have at least some measure of control of the former.
Ooh, what if I go out and touch people in the street? Like I did before, except not by accident.
Thousands of women. We could be out there weeks.
You ain't got any of his old wands lying about, I take it?
No one uses wands, Mary. But it is interesting you say that. I never considered your power working with possessions.
Yeah, this thing's over 1,000 years old, right?
I'm trying to concentrate.
Just queer how it looks like it were made last week.
It's probably enchanted. Mary, that's it! You clever girl! There is only one person Arthur would have allowed to enchant this.
You
Merlin.
think? Let's try it.
This should not be taken lightly, Mary. We are talking about one of the most powerful wizards to ever walk the planet. If a connection is made, I am at a loss as to what would happen.
Only one way to find out. Come on, you said I needed to be taught. So teach me.
Very well. Take the tunic in both hands.
Oh. Wait. Before I do so, there might be new information. But I doubt it. Nope. Yeah, just double check. Nope, there's not.
Make yourself comfortable. Take deep breaths.
Just like
Your
before.
mind will want to go. You have to let it. Do not resist. What's the matter?
That felt strange.
Yeah.
It will only get stranger, I'm afraid.
Let me try again.
Mary?
Faye?
I'm here, Mary.
Faye? Where are you?
I'm right here.
I can't hear you.
Shit.
It's dark and cold. So very cold. I'm scared.
You can't bloody hear me.
This is not the time to falter.
I can see a
Oh
light.
dear.
Flickering almost. It's getting nearer. Oh, there's someone here with me. It must be him. Ah!
Mary,
He cut me.
bring your mind back, Mary, now.
The fuck?
Oh, Faye, where are you? I don't know how to get out. Don't leave me here, please.
There we go.
Oh, fucking hell! My hand is bloody bleeding.
Wait.
Oh, it was worse than I imagined.
He's desperate, Faye. I could feel it.
He could be out there this very moment.
Then let's go stop him.
How?
I'll put myself on display. Draw him out.
Oh no.
Can't.
It's my decision, and I say I can.
This ain't gonna end well. Lure in the magician. Yeah. Are we not gonna try and get Du Lac's help? Well, I guess we have no choice. Where are we doing it? Oh, wait.
Why, miss? Care to drain me baubles for me?
Oh, fuck off!
Never met a fussy tart before.
I'm busy.
Doing what?
Go and plank your pizzles somewhere else.
Maybe later then.
Forget Merlin, all I'm attracting is drunks.
Maybe we should try somewhere else.
I think you could be right.
So, completed luring the magician. What the hell's all the noise?
Wretched beast.
I've bitten others for less.
The creature speaks.
You can hear her.
He can.
What unholy portent is this?
Wait a minute.
The hound ain't taken with evil spirits. Well, maybe a little.
Stay back, whore!
Yeah, shove off!
Vile behemoth! You will not have me!
The preacher.
What in the buggery was that?
There is disease on him, in his lungs.
Hope it spreads to his prick.
Mary, I have passed this man before, and yet until now he was deaf to my voice.
He's using the arcane?
He must be.
Let's find out what for.
He was acting mightily suspicious.
Who's to say you don't know where Merlin is?
After him.
Okay, I don't really have to do much. Okay.
His scent goes beyond this entrance.
Then so do we.
I was gonna say, why does it keep putting me in control? I thought it was gonna put me in control and then take the control away straight away, but it did not. 2 and a 3, 4. Don't know why I keep checking. Yep, there is nothing.
Oh, it's locked.
Up
Look,
above.
there's an opening. I could climb through and let you in.
Oh dear.
We have no idea what's on the other side of that.
Only one way to find out.
Ah, Christ. Okay. This is a bad idea.
I need to find the key.
Ah, shit.
Mary! Come back through! Mary? I don't believe it. Du Lac.
Wait. What? She could smell Du Lac. Is that where he is? Or is this where he is?
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us.
Oh dear.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
What the fuck? Oh. It was him. Wait. What?
How dare she come here to make demands of me?
She's going to look for Fey.
It comforts me to know the animal suffers more from this separation than I.
I am to leave town on urgent business.
Now?
Lance, darling, I'm very sorry for whatever it is you refuse to tell me about, but I have affairs of my own.
She has lied. About who I am. Each day more comes back to me unbidden. His memories are now mine. I was glamoured. But Guinevere knew. I can see her face. Under me. Confused. Afraid. Telling me no.
Miss, the cab is here.
Du Lac.
Leave. as you always do.
You're not helping anyone by staying locked away like this. Go to Fey, speak to her.
Naturally, you take her side.
This has nothing to do with sides. My God, you truly are a child sometimes.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Oh my
I
god.
shall speak to you however I wish. This is my home.
You would not ask me to go out there if you knew what this torment was like. I am not worthy.
A child spat at me today. Her mother said she had never seen an ape dressed in such finery.
Oh dear.
You do not know what it means to be unworthy in their eyes, Du Lac. You never will.
But I am Sir Lancelot.
No! Du Lac, you are not. You haven't been for centuries. Maybe you never were. All the knights of that world are gone, along with their kingdoms and their oaths. You are a man, no more, no less. There are events going on around you right now, things you can change. Instead, you remain drowning in the past, as you always have. Languish there if you wish. But I will not stay with you 1 second longer.
You tell him. Oh, there we go. Kick to the street. What was that noise? Oh. Why is he... Is he drunk? Oh, he is. He's pissed.
Lily white steed, and he on his dapple grey. They rode till they came unto the seaside, 3 hours before it was day. Light off, light on thy lily white steed, deliver it up unto me. For 6 pretty maidens I have drowned here, and thou the 7th shall be. He turned around his
How long's this gone for?
back
Jesus.
and bent down over the brim. She caught him around the middle so small, and bundled him into the stream. Lie there, you false-hearted man. Lie there instead of me. For 6 pretty maidens as thou wert drowned here, the 7th have drowned thee.
Hey! Charlie.
Mr. Du Lac, I've not seen you for weeks. I thought you'd left.
Leave? Without seeing... What?
I am still here, Charlie. How goes it, boy?
Same as any other day, sir. Still waiting for the tide to turn out that pot of gold.
A drink to rouse the spirits.
Oh, God.
Don't think I should, sir.
Yeah.
No. Quite right.
Is everything all right, sir? Mr. Du Lac? You seem odd-like.
Oh my god.
Ignore me. I am a fool.
And he stinks.
I don't think you're a fool, sir.
Here. Take this.
Why, sir, that's most kind. Thank you. Wait till my sisters see what I've brought home. We'll feast like kings and queens.
Okay. I was about to say there's nothing in that.
To the bells it is.
Jesus Christ. Look at him go. Woo.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Mary Kelly's dashing blonde.
I can actually pause it here. That's a really odd. Oh, there's more I can read. Hooray! Oh, never mind. Oh wait, there is more. Oh shit. Oh my god, there is a lot more. Holy fuck. And now we're being harassed by Alexander again. 7th of September. Fey is off out tailing that cat. Oh, okay. It was found on Hanbury Street. Blah 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 blah. And the devil himself staring back. Her sex and drags them down to cook display the man. I like her not. Right, we've already read those two. Oh, there we go. I think these are all new. 10th of September. We had thought the crime scene impenetrable, but the London populace is prey to its own morbid curiosities. I have not the words to describe what we found in that forsaken yard, and my thoughts are cast back against my will to the moment that poor woman lost her life in such a lonely spot. We have oft said there is naught as merciless as nature, but humankind has long since removed itself from her embrace to reveal true savagery. How could the man I knew be somehow responsible? This mythic man, the friend of my king. My lady had deserved her treatment at his hands, but these pitiable women do not seek to topple kingdoms or usurp kings. They merely seek to scratch out their own survival. The arcane is a fickle beast. It has been some time since last we entertained a creature with such latent power as she. Mary Kelly is an enigma. One that has Fey enraptured. Though excited by the prospect of this awakening, I have known her long enough to see the pain she bears. I alone hear her. Mayhap my lady has more in common with these desolate women than we had first thought. So sleep evades me, and when it grants me an hour's solace, it releases upon my mind dark and violent spectres. I am mistrustful of both water and wine in these parts. If such dreams did not plague me, Tabary would take their place. Her words aim to cut anew, but they have only served to reopen once healed wounds. I ache for her touch, her undivided attention. I never asked for this. Fey suggests I found an outlet. To think she has more freedom here than I. Having spent time in the local taverns, I heard rumours of a boxing ring held down by the dockside. It is, according to Quick Pete, where local men go to test their mettle. I see no harm in that. Snapdragons are in season, flowers are not found here. They are bought. Or both. 16th of September. What a show! Surely a spectacle for all involved. I shall bestow enough of my winnings on Quick Pete that he need not eat again for a week. It has been decades since last I saw such a fine display of camaraderie. To test one's strength against that of another man sets the blood alight. I can feel it fizzing in my veins. The rewards were handsome, and refreshment was offered freely from generous hands. I shall soon be back. Victory is a siren, and her song calls to me ere now. Okay. So my lady continues her ceaseless pestering of that poor wench, leaving me much to my own devices. How foolish of her. I called upon Tabary this afternoon, as custom demands, and took tea in her private quarters. There she needed little encouragement to shuck the veil she oft wears to deceive those who do not know her. We conversed as old friends for some time. I care not for tea. She rang for her maid and dismissed her for the remainder of the evening. I waited to be dismissed myself. She has an ability to make even the strongest of us servile, and her servant I willingly became. I left when instructed, only after all the rooms in that den of deception had been exhausted. There was a promise of nights to come, a kiss upon mine lips to seal a fate, or to seal my fate. She remains to me a mystery that I no longer wish to solve. I know only that in these small stolen times she is mine alone. That is my solace. Oh my god, there's so much! Shit! Right, so... now we have this. Shit. So they have spent the day together once more, leaving the hard work to this spare pair of hands. One man cannot scour London alone. I have not known mine own company like this for many years. When was the last time I too had a friend? Galahad was my friend. Tristan began as such, but became so much more. Do comrades in arms count, or are we merely bound beneath the same banner? I do not know. Was my king, my queen? I saw her last night. When I closed my eyes and begged for sleep, why did she tempt me with such sin, such vice? Surely I have never had her in such a way. Such depravity should turn my stomach, but instead of waking cold, I awoke inflamed. My skin alight. She was my queen, and I have tarnished her memory. I want to sully it further. So, greetings from Mr. Whittaker, who has visited on the day September 31st. Please attend at your earliest convenience. Portrait of Tabary, whatever. The portrait of Guinevere. That damned witch, a demon in wolf's clothing, is there a chance she was never woman at all? Yes, as Satan sought to lure Christ into temptation, it is she who has been sent to test me. But these shadows never leave, even in my sleep I see their faces. The betrayal in the eye of my king, fear, loathing, my queen, I can hear her. See her beneath me, I remember the smell of lavender in her hair. The feel of delicate wrists, the hunger, the rage. She said no, it did not matter. This cannot be my truth. Madam Eve's is my sanctuary, and yet I still sink further every day, deeper and deeper into an abyss, where I live the darkest spectres of my mind, or where live the darkest spectres of my mind. They beckon me to a place I cannot follow. This immortal husk will not allow it. I am trapped. Let my veins run claret not with blood, but with wine. It is all I can do, all I want to do. Tristan, there were tears in your eyes. How it must have hurt you, or did stopping my heart bring sweet release? Breaking the shackles that bound you to the devil, I dream of looking up at your radiant face, a halo of hair and light. Those precious lips one grim line. I am the traitorous wretch, a miserable hellish creature, rotten to the core, worm's meat. Please God, let there be a final cure to this wretched existence. Put an end to me. I sought a medicinal cure. Bloodoweth wept, I did not know it possible. There we go, sheesh. Oh, if it isn't Mary Kelly's dashing blonde. I'll have your tongue. But I won't say that.
I am owned by no one.
Every man has his master, sir. Perhaps you just need to find yours.
You misunderstand me on purpose.
There now, we're getting somewhere. What have they done to you? Wandering the streets alone, drunk, and obviously upset. Women can't possibly understand us, can they?
And you speak of things beyond your own understanding, boy.
That's a bad habit of mine, sir. My apologies. Now might be the time to put your faith in your fellow man, sir. I promise I can succeed where any woman has failed you. Or booze, for that matter. Though I am partial to a drop of whiskey myself.
Oh, you think yourself above the influence of good alcohol and fine women?
Not above. Just different. And with an open ear for a tale or two of woe, if it'd suit the gentleman.
And what will that cost me?
That depends on how woeful the tale turns out to be. But for you, well, let's just say I'd be happy to strike a bargain to carve this particular notch into my bedpost.
No, shoeboy.
I am not surprised to be won.
No, just perhaps the most beautiful creature that I've ever seen.
I've no interest in Mary Ann's and their sweet words. Go away. Leave me alone.
As you wish, sir. My condolences.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Wait. Oh, there he's going to the pub. Oh, is the constable going to stop him? Yep, figured as much.
A man should mind where he steps.
It is ill to keep a man from his liquor. Do not test me, oaf. I am in no...
I was going to throw up. Ha ha ha!
Where was I?
Oh my god. So now we're at the police station. Why are we playing as a drunk Du Lac? Yeah, we are.
Saw everything.
I've never thought of vomiting on a copper's boots before. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so they say.
I trust your presence here is for more noble efforts than mine own.
Chained myself to the Simmons factory gates.
The entrance has my sympathies.
Ah, bloody ha. They've been running the factory on 18-hour shifts, and nothing anyone can say will change their minds. If they don't listen, we'll strike work. Bastards won't be so happy when their jam ain't being made.
There we go. Escape captivity.
Constable, I must speak to Inspector Aberline at once.
Oh my god.
Mr. Lusk, may I ask what this concerns?
We can hear the
I seem to be the
snoring.
recipient of the Ripper's latest correspondence.
It stands to reason, does it not, that when so little value is placed on us by the state, others should be encouraged to indulge in their own barbarism.
Mr. Lusk, I'm told you have evidence pertaining to the Whitechapel murders.
That I do, Inspector. Contained within this here box.
My God, man, what is that?
Kidney?
A kidney.
Oh.
Heavens above!
You're not a surgeon, Mr. Lusk. How can you be certain?
It was examined by Dr. Openshaw. He works at the London Hospital, curator of the Pathological Museum.
And please, tell me why the curator of the Pathological Museum was inspecting this before the police?
Ah, yes, there is an explanation.
I'll
Mr.
bet.
Lusk, when exactly did you receive this package?
The 16th, sir.
Tuesday.
Evening? That's 3 days ago.
Thank you, Sergeant.
I may say I was most perturbed by it. Most perturbed. Not in my wildest nightmares could I ever imagine receiving such disgustingness via Her Majesty's post. You're lucky I did not throw it away.
I apologize if I appear insensitive. Was there anything else Dr. Openshaw concluded?
That it was part of a left kidney, and that it belonged to a female in the habit of drinking. Why, Inspector, that certainly fits with Mrs. Eddowes. That is not all. It arrived with a letter.
From hell, Mr. Lusk. Saw I send you half the kidney I took from one woman. Preserved it for you. T'other piece I fried and ate. It was very nice. I may send you the bloody knife that took it out if you only wait a while longer. Signed, catch me when you can, Mr. Lusk.
Oh, I feel rather queasy.
We must take this into our custody as evidence at once.
Sooner it's out of my sight, the better.
If you could return tomorrow to make a formal statement, that would be most helpful.
Of course. Good evening, Inspector. Sergeant.
I'll have this sent to Dr. Brown immediately. Meanwhile, get in touch with the post office. See if anyone on duty that day can remember receiving this parcel.
Yes, sir.
You hear things like that, makes you wonder what the meaning of it all is.
I'll tell you what the meaning is.
Well?
There ain't none.
Oh my god.
I don't believe that.
Of course you don't.
We're here to do better, be better.
Surely you're not our